Computer generations. 1. 1940 to 1956. First generation, vacuum tubes. The first generation used vacuum tubes for circuitry. A vacuum tube is an electronic device that controls the flow of electrons in a vacuum. The first generation computers used magnetic drums for memory. These computers were very expensive to operate, they used a lot of electricity, and they generated a lot of heat. Languages. The first generation of computers relied on machine language. Machine language is a system of representing a computer's operations using ones and zeros. Input-output. They made use of punched cards and paper tape. Their output was displayed on printouts. Examples: IBM 701 and ENIAC. 2. 1956 to 1963, second generation, transistors. The second generation of computers used transistors instead of vacuum tubes. A transistor is an electronic component that can be used as an amplifier or as a switch. Because of the transistor, second generation computers were smaller in size, faster, cheaper, more reliable, and more energy efficient. Languages. The second generation used assembly languages, which allowed programmers to specify instructions in words. High-level programming languages were also being developed at this time. Input-output. The second generation computers used punched cards and paper tape. Their output was displayed on printouts. Examples: IBM 7070, UNIVAC 1107. 3. 1964 to 1971, third generation, integrated circuits. The third generation came about as a direct result of the development of the integrated circuits. An integrated circuit is a small electronic circuit printed on a chip that contains many of its own circuit elements. Transistors were miniaturized and placed on silicon chips, called semiconductors, which drastically increased the speed and efficiency of computers. These computers were smaller and cheaper. Languages. Used high-level programming languages such as BASIC, Pascal, ALGOL 68, COBOL, etc. Input-output. Used keyboards and monitors. Examples: PDP-11, UNIVAC 1108. 4. 1972 to 2010, fourth generation, microprocessors. The fourth generation of computers was ushered in by the advent of the microprocessor. A microprocessor is an electronic component held on an integrated circuit that contains a computer's central processing unit, CPU, and other associated circuits. Microprocessors are also referred to as very large-scale integrated circuits, VLSI. These computers were more powerful as compared to earlier generations. They are small and therefore requires a small amount of electricity to operate. They utilize memory chips for dynamic RAM, random access memory, while processor chips are employed as a central CPU. They can be linked together to form networks. The fourth generation of computers contains 5 separate units, that is, input, arithmetic and logic, memory, output, and control units. Languages. The use of high-level languages, such as BASIC, Pascal, COBOL, Fortran, and C. Examples: IBM 5100 and Apple 11. 5. 2010 to date, fifth generation, artificial intelligence. Fifth-generation computing devices are based on artificial intelligence and they are still in development. Artificial intelligence refers to an area of computer science that deals with the simulation and creation of intelligent machines or intelligent behavior in computers. Examples: IBM's Watson, Microsoft's Cortana, and Apple's Siri. Thank you for watching.